Alright guys, how's it going? So, I've decided that we will not be talking about He Who Shall Not Be Named today. We are only going to be talking about the future, and the future of Liverpool Football Club under Arne Slot. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it now. I'm going to be honest, I was, underwhelmed with the appointment initially. I personally think he was fourth choice behind the likes of Alonso, Amorim, Julian Nagelsmann. I don't believe that Arne Slot was the preferred candidate and all that. But we get behind him, right? Well, we do that anyway. We're Liverpool fans, right? But I'm sure that many of you will feel like me and you'll be like, all right then. But you know what? The more that I've watched him speak, the more I've bought into it. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got no choice, all right? So we've got no choice anyway. But what I mean is, I think when you see Arne Slot unveiled as the new head coach, yes, man, as some people may say. No, some people think that a head coach is a more like, yes men, because, well, you know what it means. A manager tends to, have more control, I think, and a head coach sometimes has players, presented to him, work with these players, whatever. What we don't know what's going to happen at Liverpool, right? But when we see him unveiled as the new head coach of Liverpool, the new gaffer, whatever you want to call him, I think you're going to find him likeable, and I think it's really going to help. I think people will be. I have this feeling that the fans are going to connect with him. I do. What will happen under his reign, we have no idea. But even if it had been Amorim or Alonso, we don't know what would have happened. They could have bombed in the Premier League. People talk about Dutch managers are not successful in the Premier League, like they say Italian players don't work for Liverpool and stuff like that. But if that's the case, if that's to be believed, then by the law of averages, one day that's got to change, I would argue. Me personally, I'm really looking forward to it now. I think today's going to be a quiet day because I think today's going to be all about yesterday and He Who Shall Not Be Named. But it's time to get a fucking grip. It's time to grow up and move forward. Now, do you know what I mean? I mean, to me, I understand it all, but just some of the stuff that I was seeing yesterday or over the last few days, and it's just been a bit like too much for me, to be honest with you. And I'm not being grumpy, guys. I'm not. I get it. I understand it. It's sad, but let's move the fuck on now, Anyway, the reason for this video was to say that I think Arne Slot, when he is unveiled as the new boss of Liverpool, I think the fans will be like, oh, I like him. I think they're going to buy into it, is what I'm trying to say. Because I think he does present himself very well. It is a step up for him. I bet he can't believe his luck, to be honest. He hasn't managed, those kind of players before. And when I say those kind of players, I don't mean just on technical ability. I mean those players, on 10 times the salary that he's used to managing, out there, in some cases. And with that comes bigger egos, and stuff. But I don't know, he doesn't come across as someone that looks like he's going to get fucked around by me. I can see Klopp similarities in his personality or persona from what I've seen, but we've got a long way to go yet. It only seems like yesterday when Jurgen Klopp was unveiled as Liverpool. Oh, I mentioned his name. That last fella that managed Liverpool. It only seems like yesterday when that press conference, I can remember it like that, can you? So let's get behind Arne Slot, man. This is it now. You can't, have a new manager and keep talking about the last one and stuff. That's like going into a relationship with someone new and continually talking about how great your ex was. I mean, who the fuck wants that? Let it go. Move forward, I understand, but it's time to forget all that now. It's time to forget all that now and get behind this fucking guy, whether you're up for the appointment or not. Yeah, okay, just because he might talk good or come across good doesn't mean he's going to be a good manager. But I'd rather have someone with a bit of personality that will connect with the fans, than some prickly, cold, distant sort of person, if that makes sense. So I think, we'll see. I have no idea. If people say to me, what do you think will happen, though? How do you know? Who fucking knows? I don't care. To be honest, but I do care. What I mean is, I don't care about focusing on worrying about it. I'd be more concerned about the new structure now, because there's been so many exits from Liverpool. It's abnormal. I feel like it's an Edwards or he who shall not be named camp. Like, whose side do you want? And if you feel that Klopp was badly or if you feel he was forced out a little bit, then maybe you leave. Like they've gone, right, I'm off. Fuck it. So I think what you're going to do now is you're going to see the people that are loyal to Edwards and co. I hope there isn't any internal problems. I don't think there will be, because there's no one fucking left, to be honest with you. So we are going to see a new era, but not just a new manager, but a new setup. And it could be brilliant. It could be brilliant. It all sounds a bit complicated to me. I don't like all the talk about another football club and all that. Who wants to hear that? Do you know what I mean? But maybe it'll benefit us in the long run. I doubt it, personally. I think it'll benefit them. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I'm just sick of hearing about all these different appointments for the organisation. Let's have some enthusiasm with appointments for Liverpool Football Club, please. And let's start that with Arne Slot. Would you agree with me? Are you up for it? I'm up for it now. Go on, bring it on. Let's get the official announcement. Let's get the press conference. Let's have all the media shit. And let's crack on with this guy. And let's look forward to next season, guys. And let's see what happens. And I'm deadly serious, all right? If you appreciate the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a coffee or a beer, hit the super thanks, read the video description, get on the newsletter, get in the chat room, follow me on social media, etc, etc, etc. All right, guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.